Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Joshua with another custom toy review. Today is Monday, so happy Monday, fuckers. But, no, Today I like to show off to you guys a custom figure of mine. This is a figure that I worked on last weekend. This is a custom Marvel, I think Marvel Legends Wolverine action figure. And as you can see, I turned him into a zombie. This is actually the second time that I've turned a figure into a zombie. The very first zombie I ever did was a custom Power Rangers Lightning figure. It was that stupid piece of shit dog action figure. The stupid doggy Kruger motherfucker. But right now I'm trying to get my. Here we go. Cool. It's focusing. So that way you can see the details now. Awesome. But it took me about 2 days to get this figure the way that I wanted him to look. This is the Wolverine, by the way. Um, with me, I'm sort of a big fan when it comes to Marvel, like the comic books. I don't really give a shit about the movies. Movies are shit, in my opinion. That unfortunately, that's what happens when you allow Disney to take over. You know, whatever you get their greedy little Jew hands on, they have a tendency to destroy. So Disney, they take and destroy, in my opinion. But thank God for the X-Men franchise. Thank God that Disney never got their hands on them. Thankfully Fox kept X-Men away, far, far away from fucking, Disney. And could you guys imagine if like Disney got their hands on like Deadpool? I mean, imagine how fucked up they would make, Deadpool. I can only imagine it. It'd be like Deadpool without all the pervertedness, all the cussing. And knowing Disney, they would probably turn Deadpool into like a she-male or something stupid like that. But back to his figure. Again, I love Marvel and DC. With me personally, I'm more of a DC fan because it's more darker, more realistic. But I own a bunch of the Marvel Zombie Apocalypse comic books, and they're fucking awesome. And one of the figures who I really liked was Wolverine. And to my knowledge, they've never officially made like a zombie Wolverine action figure. They've done the Wolverine statue, which statue is like a good $200-300. It's pretty fucking awesome, but I didn't really want a statue. I wanted an actual action figure that I could fuck around with. And so with me, long story short, I bought this guy for $13, free shipping and handling, and I spent 2 days turning this guy into a zombie. And let me tell you, it was fairly easy to do. The hardest part was probably fabricating the bones are like sticking out and whatnot. But other than that, it was fairly easy. So let's get down to a sexy man figure. Please fucking focus. Fuck you, camera. Fuck you in your ass. Fortunately, this is probably going to be as great, the greatest focus that we can possibly get with this camera, which is pretty weird. This phone that I have is not even a year old. It's only a couple months, and it's pretty fucking new. But as you can see, I did a lot of work on the figure, 2 days worth. Realistically, it probably took me about about 3 hours in total just to do this whole entire figure. And the reason it took me 2 days is because I used epoxy mold to mold some of the parts. For example, I molded some of the little rib cage parts popping out. Pretty detailed. And I don't know if you can tell, but if you look really close, you can see like a nice little slight metallic look to him, because Wolverine's whole entire skeletal structure is lined with it's a hard word for me to pronounce, but I'm gonna try it. Bear with me. Antimine, or whatever. I'm just gonna say fuck and call it metal. The world's strongest metal in the Marvel universe. Antimine. Fuck. Whatever. But yes, I sculpted out his ribs, painted nice, silver color. Right up in here too. He's got a big giant gash all the way down to his, to his leg bone. Looks pretty cool. You can actually see it's more silver and shiny. That's kind of what I was after. And originally I was going to make it look like all this metal that he has. I was going to make it all rusted, but from what I remember, this type of metal does not like rust or anything, so I left it, shiny. One of my favorite parts of the figure is his lower arm right here. As you can see, I added some more bone popping out. Pretty cool stuff. Then I also sculpt his little mouth right in here with some epoxy. This is actually really hard for me to do. Not because I'm limited with, customizing figures. I've been customizing for like fucking 3-4 years now, but it's because the head is so fucking, tiny. The person who I bought this off of, he led me to believe that this was like a 6.5 inch figure, but realistically is more like 6. And with me, when it comes to customizing like this, I preferably would have, wanted something a little bit bigger so it was easier for me to detail. But unfortunately, as of right now, that's as best as I can do with the, the teeth and whatnot. But with me, I used things around the house like this. Nice little needle, which was really, really tiny, and I was able to, get in there and, do his teeth. I actually had to resculpt the teeth like 3 times because it was just fucking hard, But, yeah, the detail in this figure, it's, really good. If I do say so myself. Not bad. He's got a blown out thigh. That's cool. It looks like somebody shot him right here in his stomach. I like that. Big giant fucking gash right in here. It's really deep. And then he's got some, skin missing. Got some skin dangling on his chin. Some, rips right there in his little mask. Pretty cool. Then we turn him around. He's got some exposed, skull, which is pretty cool. With the skull, I didn't get a chance to give it a nice little, shiny, metal coat on there, so it's just regular, bare skull. I'm probably going to go back and do that. Not really sure. We'll see. One of the other favorite parts is his arm. Look how fucked up his arm is, it's totally like a zombified arm. I really like his blown out like rib cage area. It's so it's pretty detailed, and it was very simple for me to do. Here's some more gashes. I like that. Nice little bite mark right here. That's what probably turned him into a zombie, in my opinion. He's got a nice bite mark there, and can't really see it right up here. He also has another bite mark in his neck. Pretty cool stuff. He's got a nice little, bullet hole right here in his leg. Some more, gash marks. And again, he was, here's more gash marks. And again, he was a very easy figure for me to do. And he's not quite done yet. I want to say he's about 90% done. And one of the things I'm kicking myself in the ass right now is I didn't rotate the arms. So check that out. I didn't rotate the arms when I first painted the figure, and so now he has like regular skin underneath his little, shoulder pads. So that's pretty fucking funny. I gotta go back in there and redo all that, which will take me like 5 minutes to do. Nothing too serious. But after I was done painting the figure, I gave it 2 coats of one coat of red and 1 coat of a dirty wash, as you can see. Since the figure, his suit is yellow and blue, I realized that that I can make the suit look like he was stained with blood red, but with blood all over his suit. And it actually came out really nice. Came out legit. One of the things I don't like about the figure is that I kind of added a little bit more you know, a bit too much, you know, black wash on it right there, but you know, it's okay, I guess. But he's also really good for the articulation. It's, you know, surprisingly well done. His head, of course, you know, goes up and down. It's on a ball joint. Arms up and down. It doesn't have a shoulder, you know, swivel joint where it goes back and forth, which, you know, kind of sucks, but it's okay. Upper arm, you know, of course, it swivels. He doesn't have a swivel in the lower arm, which kind of sucks. It's all just one, you know, plastic injection molded arm. It's okay, though. His hand, you know, swivels, so that's nice. I also went back here and gave it a dirty wash and a, you know, blood wash on the sword. Well, the little, you know, blades that come out, the claws, which, you know, looks pretty cool. It kind of, in a way, it kind of reminds me of Terminator, like the first movie where the T-800 is like crawling through the machine crusher thing, and Sarah Connor like smashes him. Pretty cool stuff. But this is kind of weird. You know, I really understand why they made the hand like this. You know, it's like he has his like fucking, you know, hands like this. Makes no sense. It closes too and makes a fist. Fist is pretty cool, but I don't understand why, like, you know, they just didn't like make the hand like come out and extend all the way. You know, it's a little irritating. He swivels down here. It's pretty loose, but it's okay. He's a zombie, for crying out loud. Fucking zombie. Fucking bitch. But he also has a you know, waist joint back and forth. Pretty nice. Most important part is his sweet ass. Sweet round ass. Logan's got a sweet ass, let me tell you. And his joints are kind of weird when it comes to legs. He can actually come back, like, you know, this way if he wanted to. Just kind of fucking weird. Pretty good, you know, leg joints. Not bad at all. I like it. Even his feet are on a weird, like, you know, swivel joint thing, which is pretty neat. I like that. One of the things I really do love about figures that have like the feet are the weird, like, little swivel feet joint things, as you see here. I love that. It's awesome. It's a pretty good addition to a figure. Really good points of articulation. Well, then check that out too. I stained the boots like red too. That's kind of cool. I like that. Got the idea from The Walking Dead. Love The Walking Dead. I don't like the newer episodes. They're all pretty shitty and comical. Not enough zombies. Miss Rick. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10 on how good this figure looks, I'm going to give him about a 7 or an 8. You know, the reason why is because I feel like if you give somebody, you know, a 7 or 8 or 8, I mean a 7 out of 10 or a, you know, 8 out of 10, whatever, it leaves them, you know, more room to grow and become great. And so when I give myself a scale of you know, 7 out of 10, it, you know, makes you want to do better. Which is, you know, it's pretty good for self-motivation, if I do say so myself. Now, for as tiny as the figure is, you know, 6 inches, he is pretty detailed. And I'm going to be selling them on eBay pretty soon. I picked the figure up for $13, and I spent maybe like 3 hours and just, you know, trying to get this guy to look great. And in my opinion, he looks great. He looks a whole lot better in person than he does on the camera. And it's a really great, you know, piece for anybody's collection. If you guys are into, you know, Marvel zombies, then he's definitely one of a kind. I'm really hoping to get at least, you know, $20 off of him. You know, if I can at least get 20 or like, you know, maybe $50, which, you know, I don't think that would happen, but $50 would be fucking killer, you know, fucking awesome. But that's all I have, you know, for this figure. It's a great figure. I would love to keep him, but I only bought this figure just to see if I can do the zombie, you know, Wolverine, and I did. And I think somebody would appreciate having him in their collection. But yeah, that's all that I have for this review. And if you guys like my videos, please like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.